Hit that like button if you're a coffee addict, because I just spent 2 months no caffeine, and I'm going to tell you what happened. Hey, it's Keshav. Welcome to my channel where I'm making daily videos on mastering your mindset, increasing your productivity, and following your inner compass in life. So if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, join the notification gang by ringing a bell icon so you know every single time a new video comes out. Now let's get into it. So I never used to drink coffee. I only started maybe a year or two ago. And like you will probably remember if you do drink coffee, I had that first wave of, wow, this is amazing. I feel so focused. I can do so much work right now. I remember there was an episode of Dexter's Laboratory, and literally that was my experience of taking coffee. Where the first few times I had it, I had this massive upside. And over time, you build up an insurmountable tolerance to caffeine. And so you need more caffeine to get the same effect. And slowly what I started to realize, and this is why I decided to even quit in the first place, was, am I dependent or am I using it? And one thing that I really believe is when something becomes a crutch or something you rely on too much, it's time to take it away and go back to simplifying things and relying on your own self. And one of the things that I've learned from taking 2 months off, maybe this is the first tip, so let's put the title card up here, is you need to cycle it. You need to have periods off where you don't drink any coffee, where you allow your body to reduce the number of adenosine receptors that your brain has created, and you go back to a baseline level of tolerance. So for some people that might be a month, for some people it might be a week. It really depends on how much coffee that you're drinking on a regular basis. And again, each of our bodies is different. And let's make this number 2 actually, so let's throw up the title card. Number 2, we all metabolize caffeine in a different way. So 100 milligrams or half a cup for one person with a bit of sugar and oat milk in versus a strong double espresso for somebody else might have different effects. For some of you, it creates anxiety, it creates jitters, and you can't tolerate it. It sends you to the toilet for like 2 hours. Whereas for some people like me, it doesn't really affect me that much. I could have a coffee now at 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, and I'm still gonna go to bed on time. But the key is learning what your body does and how it responds to the stimulus, in this case caffeine, that you're putting into it. So what did I actually learn, and would I recommend quitting coffee? Hell yes, 100%. Do I drink coffee now? You might be wondering. Yes, I do. Had one this morning, had some earlier. But why? And what would I recommend? What did I learn? One of the first things that I noticed was I was waking up in the morning feeling immediately refreshed and immediately full of way more energy than when I was. And this was actually one of the clues that told me, you need to stop drinking coffee, bro. And the reason for that was I was waking up and it would take me half an hour to an hour to actually properly wake up, if you know what I'm talking about. I'd feel groggy, I'd feel tired, and then I got into a bad habit of watching YouTube videos on my phone instead of waking up and getting on with my usual morning routine. What I noticed when I took the coffee away as this experiment unfolded was that not only was I waking up refreshed and ready to go, but my energy throughout the day, it didn't go up and down like it does with coffee. I found it was just very steady. Like I was able to do more of a marathon throughout the day rather than 2 or 3 sprints that ended with a slight crash. And because it's not dramatic and I didn't really notice it at the time, there's more of a compound effect. So have a think, comment down below. How do you feel when you drink coffee? How does it affect you, and how is your energy throughout the day? A big thing that I've noticed, and I teach a lot of my coaching clients, is manage your energy and not your time. So if you're focused and creative at 10 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night, schedule your big ugly frog task, then eat that frog, in the words of Brian Tracy. Whereas when you're not as focused and you're kind of feeling tired, do your interactive stuff. I film my videos between 3 and 5 p.m. because I know if I'm sitting down, game over. I'm knocking out. I'm not doing any productive quality work. It's just mindless trying to get on with things. So manage your energy and not your time. Final few things that I want to share, and I kind of referenced it at the beginning of the video, was dependence versus utility. I spoke to an expert on nutrition who has a degree in how we metabolize all of these different chemicals that we have in pharmaceutical drugs in this case. And we were talking about, with any kind of product or thing that you digest or you consume, whether it's a supplement or caffeine, you always want to start off with the lowest amount for the highest reward. And I'm actually going to have him over on my podcast. If you want to have a listen, you haven't before, you can check the info card over here somewhere. It's called the Lost in Life podcast. Sorry, it knocked my microphone there. So definitely check it out. I'll have him on as a guest. But we talked about this, that you want to use the smallest amount for the highest gain, because after a certain point you will reach a point of diminishing returns. As you know, with anything in life, you've got to find balance. I know it's not sexy, it's not magical, it's not a magic pill. Sorry, I can't give that to you and you can press a button and everything changes, but it's just common sense stuff. So apply that in your own life and look at caffeine from the point of view of, are you dependent? Or is it just a utility? Is it something that's just useful for you? And if you're edging closer to dependency and you can't function without that morning cup of your soy latte or whatever you drink with like 3 heaps of sugar in and cream and all this stuff, I don't know how people do it, then you need to look at your habits and probably take some time off. And the final thing, let's say you do take your coffee away, you do take the caffeine out. What can you do instead to be productive? What is a more useful way to approach things? Well, I wish I could answer it in this video, but it's kind of long to explain. So I went ahead and created a free 2-hour course on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. And again, there'll be an info card appearing over here. So go watch that now. It's called Limitless, and it is a 2-hour free course on beating procrastination, building good habits, and being more productive in life. So go check it out and I'll talk to you in the comments. Peace. Hey everyone, so I'd love to know in the comments down below, what kind of coffee do you drink? Do you even drink coffee? And what was the most useful thing from this video? Peace.